Shivering's coming out. Hello! Hi everybody! Me and one cold little Roo are here to say happy Saturday and happy Halloween season. It is our favorite season here at the Sonia House. And thanks to my lovely producer, he set us up with a wonderful fall festival going on our workout space today. So we're working upper body. We don't need quite as much room, so we decorated for you. You're welcome. All right, little Roo's got the shivers because it is cold here today, so I'm gonna let her go inside. Thank you, Roo. All right, guys, we're ready to do some upper body work today. All upper body, supersets in each kind of section of our upper body. So we are going to really dig in, do some intense work in the upper body, but it's going to be awesome. Should still hopefully get some sweat just because we're going to be working hard. We're not working our lower body at all, which is a lot of times where our sweat cardio kind of emanates from. But we will still get a great workout. You don't have to be dripping, dying, panting, left laying on the floor to get a great workout. That being said, again, this is going to be pretty intense, so you might still be there. So guys, what you need today is your full weight selection. That just means a light, medium, heavy. Because in upper body, we really vary. It's just going to depend on what muscle group we're working in, what you're going to need. So there could be some exercises you only need about a 5 on. There could be some you need 15 on. It's going to be all over the place. So small, medium, heavy, and this is one where I do encourage, if you do have the range of weights, to definitely bring it. I know sometimes it's easier just to go, I only want to deal with 10s. I'm just going to use 10s across the board. That's fine, but in upper body, because we vary so much, as I talk about a lot, if you're using weights that are too heavy, you're going to start pulling from your neck and your traps and all sorts of other muscles that you're not necessarily trying to work. So definitely bring your game today, bring your weight selection today if you got it. Otherwise, just do the best that you can with what you have. I'm sure it'll be just fine. Otherwise, all you need is what I call standing support, and that can really be anything. We're going to be working in sort of this position where we're just sort of holding on to something to support ourselves. So just something tall, because I don't want you to be like bent over on a coffee table per se, but you know, the back of a chair, back of a couch, kitchen counter, you know, something like that. That's kind of what we're looking for. And then last is just your yoga mat, your floor support, because we will be doing some work on the floor today. And that's going to be it, so nothing too complicated. As I said, we're doing upper body supersets, so we're doing 5 sets of work, 2 exercises in each set. So hopefully it'll move pretty quick for us. We'll go through three rounds of each of those 2 exercises until we get to the bottom. And let's see, again, going to be some challenge because we will be staying in one muscle group. So we'll do 2 chest exercises, 2 shoulder exercises, and I did combo some exercises up because I didn't want this workout to take forever, but I wanted to hit as much as we can. So, and actually a lot, I keep looking down at my notes, all but our bicep tricep set, everything else is going to be combination movements for one of the exercises. So we're doing 2 exercises, you're really going to be getting 3 exercises sort of wrapped up into 2. So definitely a method to my madness, just trying to get the most impact out of not taking 2 hours in the gym. We're going to be working for reps in that time. Goal is going to be about 12. 10 to 12 is what we're looking for. I generally try to go to 12, but again, we are getting really digging into a muscle group, so you might get to the point that 10 is all you can do, and that's A-okay, no problem. As always, modify as needed. I will do my best to give you some ways that you can modify, and that's really about it from just our normal things. So, no music here. Add music if you need it. If you have any questions, drop me a comment on Facebook if you're working out with me live. Otherwise, feel free to send me a direct message on Facebook or leave a comment on YouTube, and I will be happy to help you if you're working out after the fact. And as always, I just ask that you share these workouts. Please, please, please share the love. We don't do a lot of promotion. I don't have a lot of money to put back into advertising, promoting, things like that. So the more that you can get the word out and help share the message, there's nothing like an in-person testimonial. So that being said, also, I really haven't asked for this before, and I haven't asked any of my clients in a long time, but if you feel so compelled, I would love if you could leave a review on my Facebook page of the services that I offer to you. The reviews I have now are for my in-person training, which is amazing, but I don't have anything really talking about the video. So if you happen to be watching this and feel so inspired, a review on my Facebook page of the video services would be incredible. And last, if you wish to donate any funds for these workouts, Venmo at Strong Style Fit is where you'll find me. It is the only payment I receive for these videos, so it is greatly appreciated. All right, guys, so we are going to start in the floor with a alternating close and wide bench press. So when I say wide, normally we don't call this a wide bench press, it's just a bench press. But I just wanted to kind of differentiate in your brain the movement. So of course I'll show you when we get down there, but we're going to do a close and a wide bench press and chest fly. Chances are you'll need 2 sets of weight for this. Usually in the bench press, we can do quite a bit of weight. In the chest fly, it's a little unsafe to go super heavy in your chest fly. Obviously, if you're not built up for it, this is one where our shoulders and our chest kind of get in a compromised position. So maybe you do, maybe you don't, but chances are, if you're a seasoned weightlifter, then you'll want something heavier for your bench and a little bit lighter for your chest. So that's how I'm going to get set up. Go. And I am actually, well, no, that wouldn't be smart. I was going to say, I'm interested in trying to up my chest press, but not if I'm doing a chest superset. Probably not the time to try that. All right, guys, I'm going to get a quick drink. I'm going to make sure our video is running, and then we'll get started. You know us, we go overboard, even if we've only got like a 4-foot space to decorate. We're going all out, right? You guys love to come by and see all of the decorations. All right, guys, so we're going to start again back on our chest, on our back, working our chest on our back. So if you have those heavier weights, just remember you want to set those on your knees or have them on your chest and then kick them back. That's your safest way to go. So we're going to be here. I am going to make sure everything's covered. Yep, we're good. All right, so our bench press, just a quick reminder, when we go to the wide version, we want to make sure that we come to the bottom. It's sort of that nipple line. That's where we want to land, is that kind of anatomic nipple line. So that should show you where your elbows should be, the angle of your arm. So we narrow press, we flip the weights, we come straight down and push up. And then we rotate and do a traditional bench press, all right? So that's how we're gonna be moving. I want you to plug those shoulders back and really think about engaging your lats behind you. I know that sounds kind of counterintuitive because we're working our chest, but if you really think about engaging those shoulders behind you and kind of getting them nice and tight, that's going to actually protect your shoulder a little bit and really make your chest do the work. So kind of get your shoulders underneath you, plug them down, and sort of engage those muscles behind you. I know it's a lot to think about. I just want to throw that at you as something that's going to be helpful. So if you don't get it right away, that's okay. I just want to offer that to you. So I'll talk about it some more as we go and remind you. So we're here, we're locked down, we come down, up, rotate, down, up, 2, 3, 4, trying to keep those shoulders, again, lats engaged behind you, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to pause for just a moment. There we go. It's like my shoulders are getting a little out of line. 8, 9, Probably feeling pretty intense. 10. Hang in there. 11. Woo, last one. Woo, perfect. All right, set those weights down. So again, you might be transferring to a lighter set of weights. May or may not. I'm not going to force you. Just be safe. So we're going to chest fly. So here, again, we want to think about our shoulders being flat and our lats sort of engaged behind us. Not squeezing to where we're popping up necessarily. Just sort of keep that back involved. That's going to help you keep your shoulders flat, for one. And that's going to protect your shoulder girdle up here. So we're here, we've got our weights kind of facing 11s where our knuckles are facing one another. A little bit of bend in those elbows like we're giving somebody a big bear hug. We open and we close. Open and close. So just think about bending that elbow, you're hugging somebody, you're wrapping around them, and you're letting them go, but you're not letting go by opening your arms or opening at your elbows. Just opening through your chest. All right, so I'm going to grab a slider, slightly lighter, slider, set of hand weights here. Going to get my little bend. I'm going to set my shoulders up, really think about everything, sort of where it needs to be. Weights over chest, open, and we close. 2. So this is our single exercise. The first, obviously, was our double. 3. 4. 5. Just be mindful that you're not creeping up over your head or your throat. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Beautiful. Set those down. Good. So we're going to go back to our bench. If you have those heavy weights, I encourage you not to try to crank them up from here. Roll back up, grab them, roll them back down. I know it seems like a lot, but again, we're just protecting this one body we got, right? You gotta be careful with it. All right, so our shoulders set, our lats engaged, we're over our chest, we go narrow, wide, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to pause for just a second myself, reset my shoulders. Having some shoulder difficulties lately. 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 2, 11. 12. Perfect. Set those down. So yeah, guys, there's never any shame in feeling like you're getting a little out of whack and sort of stopping, resetting, and getting back to it. I'm having some structural issues in the back of my shoulder currently, and one shoulder is sort of sitting higher than the other one. Working on it, don't know what happened, but anyways, I say all that to say that you just have to listen, right? And just go, okay, something's not right, pause, reset. There's no punishment for stopping and resetting your body. All right, so we're here. We've got our big bear hug set up. Neck nice and long, shoulders in. Open. Close. Open. And close. Six. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, 12. Beautiful. Set those weights down. We'll take just a second. You can stretch it out if you need to. And we've got one more round. Yeah, it's so interesting. Just laying here, it feels like my left shoulder is being pushed up from the back. So, chiropractor's looking at it. Something's going on there. But it just goes back to what I say. We get a new body every day, right? We just wake up and it's like, I'm not familiar with this problem. What is this problem now? Maybe that's just me. All right, guys, so we are set, and I'm just kind of stretching my shoulders here. All right, so we've got our narrow and our wide. Kind of engage through the back of those shoulders. Down. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. I know, they're getting tired. 7. 8. Woo! 9. Getting the shimmy shakes. I know I am. 10. 11. Oof, last one. 12. Woo-wee. That's intense. We got one more exercise in there. Woo. Give it a quick little stretch out. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too long. We're getting right back to it. And then we will be done with the chest. So let's bring it back up. All right. Set up that bear hug position. Little bend in those elbows over our chest. We open. 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. Woo, you should feel a big stretch and then squeeze. 6. 5. 4. 3. Woo! 2. Last one. Woo-wee! Man, that was getting intense for me. I don't know about you guys. Whoa! All right. All right. So, catch your breath. First set in the books. We are done. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of reset my weights. My weights are going to stay probably hovering between these two. So I'm not going to clear anything out. All right. So yeah, catch your breath for just a minute. We'll give those muscles just a little bit of time to relax. But yeah, the point I was trying to make, I I hope that you guys don't think that I just go on and on about all these things that are wrong with me. Definitely not my intention, but I just like to point it out, and I kind of left that in some comments on my Facebook too. Like, I just like to point out that there's things going on with all of this. I think, these like Insta pretty, people that post on Facebook or Instagram, which they're amazing, and they are doing amazing work, but, they're not telling you the things that are going on with them. And I just think it gives this message or this idea that like, oh, but I have this and I have this, and so if I have these problems, then I can't do X. Clearly she doesn't have any problems. She's just knocking it out. She never talks about having problems. So I think it's important to talk about what's going on with you and to let people know it's okay, and that you can keep working through it, acknowledge it, and that you can also adjust what you're doing to work around it. Like I said, when I'm laying on the floor, for some reason, right now, it feels like something, like my scapula, is sort of sticking up higher, pushing me up a little higher, so you adjust and work around it. So I hope I don't come across as a complainer. I just like to let people know what's going on with me, so when things are going on with you, it's okay. That doesn't mean that you now need to go sit on the couch. You just work around it. All right, so let's see. We are going next to our shoulders. So that was all chest, so now we're going to go shoulders. This is one where you actually might go a little heavier. I'm sorry. No, you might go a little heavier. So your overhead press might be about what your bench press was, somewhere around there. But you actually might need to go a little bit lighter too. We're going to do an alternating front lateral raise together. So we plug our shoulders back and we're lifting front to side. So this is usually going to be on the lighter side of your weight. So that's our combo exercise, and then overhead press will be here, and that's generally a heavier weight. So obviously do whatever works for you, just trying to give you a general guide. I'm going to take the video one more time for comments, and then we'll get going. Okie doke. So we're going to start with our overhead press, and then we are going to do the lateral front raise second. So overhead press, pretty easy as far as what the movement is. We're going to put, arms at sort of goalpost. We're going to be slightly ahead of our shoulders, and I just mean slightly, so not here. We just don't want to be, way back here beyond our shoulders. So just slightly ahead of our shoulders is where we want to sit, and we're pushing overhead, coming back down. Okay? All right, so let's grab our weight for that. All right, let's hoist those heavy weights. Check my form. Let's go. 12, 11. And you want to stop right about shoulder height. 10. You don't want to drop your elbows all the way down to your sides. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Set those down. Chances are you're not going to use that same weight. I'm going to give a shot with 10, but I will say that 10 is probably a little heavy. I'm going to give it a try. If I had 7.5, that is definitely what I would be using. So we'll give it a shot, just like you. If you need to let it go and go to a different set of weights, no harm. So again, we want to work on having those, just chesting that out. So we want to work on having our shoulders plug back into those sockets, not rolling forward when we come out. We want to keep them nice and back. We're going to go for 12. So one side is 1. Okay? All right, guys. Let's do it. 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. this one because I feel like it's all moving up into my neck. So I'm going to drop down. 5, 4, 3. Yep. And after doing those 10s at first, these feel plenty heavy. That was 2, 1, 1. Awesome, guys. So that's another way too. You know, I think that doing 5s for me for the whole round would definitely not be quite enough work. Like I said, I probably need 7.5. So that's another way that you can sort of get the most out of your smaller weights, or if you're in between like that, it's a good way to handle it, is go for your heavier for as long as you can and then drop down. So I would say if you have that as far as weight selection, go that route. So go heavier until you know you're not doing it right, and then go down to lower instead of doing lower the whole time and not getting much work. That's a good way to do it. If you only have lower, if you just have 1 or 2 sets of hand weights to work with, just do more reps. But if you have options and you're falling in the middle like I do, then do what you can with the heavy and then drop down to the lower. All right. Let's go ahead and get ourselves set up. We got back to that overhead press. Let's go. 12. 11. Making sure you're keeping those shoulders relaxed away from your ears. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. Woo! 3. 2. 1. All right. And you can tell it's, you know, just combining it with these other exercises. Normally 15, I'm not going to say is a walk in the park for me in overhead press, but usually 15, I'm like, considering going up to 17 and a half. Not combined with this exercise though. 15 is plenty. All right, so again, I'm going to start with the heavier weight just till I can't go anymore. That might happen faster than the last time. Got our alternating front lateral raises. 10. 9. Also check yourself. Make sure that you're not rotating really far as you go from left to right. Your chest is still staying mostly forward. 10. You're just rotating your arms. 9. 8. 7. 6. Woo! Yeah, made it to 6 again. 6. Whew. 5. And now that makes these 5-pound weights feel plenty heavy. 4. 3. 2. Last set. 1. All right. We got a little break, just super short, and then we're going right back to it. One more set. So we're feeling that intensity, right? So right now we're working sort of top and front of our shoulders, and then the next exercise we're going to move to the back. So you should be feeling it pretty intensely kind of through this front half of the shoulder. Might be feeling a little chest too. We're not working chest right now, but it is sort of an accessory, especially in the in both of them. So that's another reason why we might be feeling a little more tired in our exercises too, is because we've already beat down our accessory muscle for it. All right, guys, overhead press. So again, we're going for 12 if we can. But fatigue is real. If you need to cut it a little short, or again, drop your weights, just do it. All right. Let's go. 12. 11. Relax that neck. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Oh, the shake. 2. Last one. Woo! That's what fatigue looks like, guys. Oh, man, that shimmy, 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 shake, shimmy, shimmy. Yep, that's fatigue. All right, guys, no rest. Right to those front lateral raise combos. Again, we're not rotating. We're keeping our chest square. There's obviously going to be a little bit of chest rotation. That's okay, but try to make it as minimal as possible. All right, guys. 10. Ooh, 12. Ooh. 11. 10. 9. 8. Nope. Nope. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Almost there, guys. 2. Last each side. 1. Whew. Man, that is for reals. All right. We have got our breaks. We went through 3 times. We're all good. We are done in that part of our shoulder. So we worked chest, we worked front of our shoulders. So all across here, you should be feeling some sweet, sweet fatigue. So where we're going next, we're gonna hit the back of our shoulders now. So we're gonna do a reverse fly and a delt fly. So we're gonna do single arm. So this is gonna be our only exercise for this set. We're gonna do a single arm combo exercise and then the other side. So that's gonna be our only exercise for this set. So this is where you do wanna have your standing support. So the back of your chair, the couch, whatever it is that you need. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my chair and drag it into the frame. And again, this is the only exercise that we're doing. So if you have limited space, don't worry about it because we just need the chair and that's it. We won't be doing anything extra that we need to move the chair out of our way. So quick break. This is one, if you want to go ahead and get set up, that you're definitely going to be looking on the lighter side of things, okay? All right, I will be right back. Okie dokie. So we're going to do reverse fly and then that delt fly. So delt fly we've done twice in the past month or two. So definitely still going to coach it, but the first couple times we did it, I really coached it because it was something very new for all of us. So we're going to demonstrate with the lightweight. I may stay with the lightweight, we'll see. So we're going to support with our chair. But again, we're not dumping into it, we're not collapsing down into it. We just have a hand onto it for a little bit of support. Also to help us kind of stay in this bent position without our back getting tired, things like that. So we're gonna have a little bit of support here. We're gonna have that same bend in our elbow that we had when we did the chest fly. And actually this movement is called a reverse fly. It's the exact same movement as a chest fly. You're just in a different direction, so it changes the muscles that you're working. So just think of that chest fly that we did on the ground. It's exactly the same movement. We're just going to be bent forward instead of laying on our back. So we're going to chest fly, flip the weight, pull up high. So you want to be about chest level with that weight, which is different. A lot of times we're down here when we work, but we're pulling high. So we fly, flip, pull high. Fly, flip, pull high. I'm going to try with a 10, but this particular one is one where you really don't want to go heavy or you're going to start pulling. So I'm going to give a shot with 10, but I'm going to have this 5 super close by. I'm going to start with the right just because I'm going to keep my chair in this position, so I want you to see, at least to start, what this looks like, and then we will go from there. All right, so let's roll that shoulder back, that shoulder set back. We don't want to be here. Shoulder back, fly open, flip, pull. 1, fly, take your time. 2, if I'm moving a little faster than you want to. 3, slow it down. Really get that form right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, 12. All right, pretty intense, huh? And you can feel the muscle kind of shifting, right? So when we're here and we're flying open, so we're not flying open up here by our head, down, you feel sort of through here. And then when you flip it and pull up, it moves up a little higher. So that's kind of the sensations that you should be looking for with this. All right, we've got another side to do. Get ourselves set again. Just a prop. We're not here. Just a prop. Engage that core. That's going to help your lower back too. All right. Get that shoulder roll back and down. And let's go. 12. 11. 10. 9. Then we'll pull high. 8. So that's reverse fly, delt fly. You pull high. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. This is the finish of 2. Last one. Perfect. Set that weight down. Give yourself a little lower back break if you need it. Definitely gets to me, but I do have lower back issues. So, thanks to my wavy spine. So, give yourself a little back break if you need it. All right, do a little rotation. All right, guys, you ready to do it again? Okay, so again, opening, flip, pull high. That's going to shift it. So we're here, down to this lower part of the shoulder. When we flip it high, it moves up. All right. Get set. Let's do it. Roll that shoulder back. 12, 11, 10. Move at whatever pace you need to here. 9. This is when it's easy to start getting your form a little off base if you move too fast. 8. 7. Check your gaze too. Make sure you're not looking down at your belly. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Man, super intense, super interesting, at least to me, to feel that muscle work shift. You know, I just think it's really cool, especially because we've already worked the front, so now we're really sort of hitting every head of the shoulder. The shoulder and hip, two very, very, very complex muscle structures. So it's fun to kind of play around in them and see what you hit where. All right, guys, so we got the other side. Again, light support here. Engage that core. Let's go. Reverse fly. Flip it. Delt fly. Flip it. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Good, I know I'm not talking much. 8. I really want you to be able to focus. 9. Flip it, pull high. 10. 2 more. 11. 12. There it is. Set it down. Again, take a little lower back relief break. This is probably my favorite one to get some just quick relief if you're getting tight back there. Not a good long term, but it's definitely the kind of quickest hit for me at least. All right. One more trip through, and I'll say our shoulders will officially be toast after that. All right, guys, so one more trip. Got the fly, chest fly, I'm sorry, the reverse fly, delt fly. All right, get yourself set up, engage that core, roll that shoulder back. Three, 4, 5, 6. Check that shoulder too. Make sure you're not rolling forward. Put it back. 7. Again, you may need to stop and reset that between every rep. And that's okay. 9. 10. 11. 12. Good work. Yeah, you might need to stop because I've been talking about this a lot. Our body's just going to roll forward. So it's how do we work to keep that back? So you might need to, every rep, stop because your shoulders went here. Push it back again. That's okay. It adds a little bit of time to your set, but who cares? You're correcting your posture, you're making sure you're working the muscles correctly. who cares if it takes 30 extra seconds to get through your set of work? All right, let's do it, guys. Roll that shoulder back. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I know, it's getting intense. 4, 3, 2, the last 1. Beautiful work, guys. I know. Whew, that's a lot. It was just 2 exercises. Just 1 exercise, really, just combining 2. My shoulders are like, nope, we're good. All right, so you can move that standing support out of your way now. You should not do that again. So we're going to do our next set. Will be standing, and we'll come down to the floor for our last set. So where we are going here, we are going to do bicep 21s and tricep 21s. We're doing 3 sets of that. So again, intense. I'm not digging into the same muscle group this time, just because we could do variations of triceps. We could do variations of biceps. Biceps doesn't have quite as many variations. And I also wanted to hit our biceps and triceps, but not have the workout take forever. So my forgiveness requested, please, for hitting biceps and triceps together in 1 set. So we're going to do 21. So what 21s look like, just so you know what weight to select, because this is going to affect your weight selection. We do 7 at the bottom half, 7 at the top half, and then 7 full. Tricep extension overhead is going to be the same way. So we'll do 7 at the top, 7 at the bottom, 7 full. So I know that will affect your weight selection, so I want to go ahead and let you know that in advance. All right, video check, quick break, back to it. All right. So as we're progressing through this too, just be aware that while we are isolating, chest, isolating shoulder, isolating back of shoulder, they all work together in some way, right? I'm not going to get into all of that. We don't have that amount of time, but they all work together in some way. So I just tell you that to not be surprised that if while you're doing your bicep curl, you're like, God, what's wrong with me? Because all of these other muscles are beat, right? They're done. So what little support they do give you in your bicep curl, they are not giving you, and exclusively your bicep is working, which is not a bad thing, but just don't be surprised if that affects your weights a little bit more than normal, okay? All right, so I say that not to tell you not to challenge yourself, because of course, challenge yourself, but I just don't like people to think something's wrong or anything like that. All right, so we've got our bicep curl 21s. I'll let you pick what grip you want to do. So you can do a hammer curl this way, or you can do the more traditional grip this way. I'm going to opt for this way. All right, so we've got 7, the bottom half. 7. Keeping those elbows locked in, shoulders back and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7 at the top. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Like my biceps already feel so tired. Full. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! That's a lot. That is a lot. I warned you. I warned you. All right, so for the tricep overhead, you're just going to need one weight. I'm just going to sort of move some of these out of my way. So you just need one heavier weight for your triceps. So I'm going to get that set up. Perfect. All right. So we're going to bring that tricep weight overhead, like so. Bring it overhead. We want to roll those elbows forward, shoulders back and down. We'll do 7 at the top. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it all the way to the bottom. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way to the top. 7 full. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Perfect. I'm going to get super daring and maybe try to up my weight, even though I'm not going to lie, it was getting pretty challenging there at the end. All right, guys, so we got back to our bicep curl. We're going to pause for just a moment. Shake out your hands. You're starting to get tired in your wrist and your grip. This is a lot. Normally, when we're breaking it up, we're changing grips. This is a lot of just the same grip. We usually do some stuff on our hands. You know, usually we're doing more than just holding the weights the whole time. So if you're feeling some fatigue in your wrist or your grip, then that's just why, because you're doing a lot of weight holding when normally we break it up with planks, with core work, with leg work, things like that. So nothing's wrong. All right, so I challenge you to stay with whatever grip you did on the first set. Challenge accepted, right? Okay. Bottom half. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Top half. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7 full. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Push, 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 guys. 2. 1 more. 1. Yeah, that'll make you sweat. That'll make you sweat a little bit. So, you saw there, guys, pushing beyond, right? When I got to that like 5, I had 3 more. You saw the looks in my face, the noise I was making. You can push. You can push. Because I knew what I was feeling was not injury, was nothing like that. It was just my muscles fatiguing out. So push. Lean into it. Learn what hurt versus challenge feels like. Lean into one, be back out of the other. All right, triceps. Woo! All right, guys, I'm going heavier. Why not take it? Let's go. 7 top. 7, 6. Don't hit yourself in the bun. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop to the bottom. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way to the top. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Woo! We can do it. 2, 1. Oh. Yes. Ah. Oh man. All right. We've got one more set. Ah. So, you might be seeing now what I was saying about how those accessory muscles are all worn out. So just those muscles that you're working is what is doing the work, which is perfect. It's what you want. It just might give you a more realistic look at what that muscle is actually able to lift versus that muscle plus some other muscles. All right, so we're gonna go through that one more time. Again, I encourage you, stay with the same grip. And the reason why I say that, when you're like, well, we're doing a bicep curl, is that the way you grip changes where it hits in that bicep. So if you change the grip, now you're moving to, I'm not gonna say easy, but you're taking some of the pressure off because you're hitting the muscle in a little bit different way. So I challenge you for this third round to stay with that same grip. All right, we can do this. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At the top. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7 full. Let's do it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. 1. Awesome. I don't get into breath work a whole lot because I know I'm coaching you on so many other things, but what you just saw me do there was intentional, and you can use that breath to get you over the hump sometimes. So I'll pick another class and we will talk about that a little more. So we're going back to our tricep overhead. I encourage you, if you always put the same hand on the bottom, switch it out. It will not change the exercise as far as how you move at all, but you might realize one hand's doing a lot more work than the other. All right, 7 at the top. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7 at the bottom. 7, 6, 5, oh my gosh, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7 full. 7, 6, 5. The shake is real. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! That was a full body quiver. All the way up and all the way down. Woo. All right, guys. So we are almost done. We have one set left. We won't take a long break. I know we're getting close on time. So we're going to do a narrow, wide row. So that's another combination movement, very similar to how we've been moving previously, where we kind of combine two. So we're going to do a narrow row, which is your traditional row here, where elbows come straight back. And so we'll go narrow, flip, wide. Narrow, wide. When we go wide, you notice I'm staying down low. I'm not coming up here. We're not doing a high row. We're rowing down here because what we want to work is down in these back muscles. So we're here, and then we will ride. We stay down here. So we're looking for more down this way, not up on our shoulders. So we're staying lower. All right. And then we'll go from there. We're going to do a dumbbell pullover, which I will show you that when we get there. But dumbbell pullover, you do need one heavy weight, generally towards the heavier end of what you have. This is going to be a standing, lying down transition. I'll try to keep that to a minimum, but we will have to do it today. All right, I'm going to take a super quick pause, and then we'll get going. Oh, stop, girl. 8 versus 25. You know what? It's all relative, though. That is all relative. I was just telling I have some new clients this week, and I was just telling them that I remember, like, my whole class at the Y, I had a body pump class, you lift weights in that class, that when I went up to bicep curling 5 pounds, that we all, like, celebrated like it was a graduation party. And I don't say that to make fun of that. Like, that was incredible. And I just remember that felt amazing. And I was like, 5 pounds, I'm a badass, you know? Because I was, like, that felt amazing. And now I can do 15, 17 and a half. So it's just cool to see how you grow. I think it's awesome. All right, so we've got our narrow wide row. I know we're already past 11, so we're gonna move quick, all right? So we've got 12. We narrow row, so we've got that little bit of bend, shoulders back, we scrape right past our ribs, and then we flip the weight, and we pull back, okay? All right, let's do it. Narrow, wide, narrow, wide, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, last 2, 11, 12. Perfect. Come on down to the floor. I'm going to scoot up a little more than I normally do because my lower half isn't important. Because I want you to be able to see my upper half. So I'm going to scoot down pretty far so the lungs don't block me. So we have that same kind of tricep extension grip. Please don't adjust your grip over your face like I just did. Definitely big muscling over with your arms. 8. Big pulling through those back muscles. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Perfect. So if you feel comfortable, you can set it and roll it off to the side. Woo! I was just pushing myself up with my arm and it was like, whoa, shaking underneath me. All right, guys. Whew. We've got our narrow and wide row. So get yourself set. And we've got nice proud chest, shoulders back. We sit back into it. Weights come to the front. Again, we don't roll forward. Scrape those elbows back. 12. Flip the grip. Pull back. 11. 10. 9. 8. Again, really think about those back muscles where I was showing you earlier. 7. Don't think so much about shoulders. They're working. But really think about pulling through that back. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. So I don't know, through a shirt, and I'm not ripped to shreds, so I'm not sure how much you were able to see. But we're thinking more through here, not pulling up through here when we do that exercise. All right, back down to the floor. Put that heavy weight either on your knee or on your chest to boot it back. Get our grip. All right. Oh, I hear a visitor. Hi, Ruth. 12. 11. We're almost done. Kisses. 10. Oh, more kisses. Woo. Watch out. 9. Oh my goodness, she's so excited. 8. 7. 6. 5. Hi Ruth, thanks for coaching. 4. I know, I need to hurry. We've got just one set left. 3. 2. 1. Beautiful. Roll that weight off. Hi. Are you giving me the hook? Mwah. Yes. We are almost done. I promise. All right. I know. My director, man, she runs a tight ship. She's very strict. Very strict. All right, guys, we've got just one more set to get through, and then we will be done. I can tell you, my upper body is pretty much there already. All right, guys, so we've got our row, we've got our narrow, and our wide. Again, think back. You got this. 12. 11. 9. Ooh, 10. Counting. 9. 8. You could make yourself useful and count, Rizzo. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Last 2. 2. 1. Woo. All right. Last exercise. Pullovers. One more time. And we are all done. Oh, I could barely even lower myself down on that one. All right. Kick it back. We've got one set to go. If you haven't switched your grip, give it a try now. Lock those shoulders back. All right, let's do it. 12. Make sure you've got a little bit of bend in that elbow. 11, you don't want this big heavy weight. 10, I'm back on your turf, Ruth. 9, you don't want that big heavy weight with locked out elbows. 8, 7, 6, really catch it with your muscles. Pull it back over. So don't just flop and slam it onto the floor. Catch it. 5, 4, 3, only 2 left, Ruth. 2, 1. Woo! Ruth, this weighs twice. That's 2 Rizzos. It is. There's 2 Rizzos. Oh, that is true. That is two little Rizzos in that weight. Oh, all right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that you feel, as we say at one of my gyms, True 360, that you feel swole, feel poofy, feel all engaged. Awesome work today. Super intense, like I told you, really digging into those muscle groups. But you have done some great work today, made some big changes. So again, we don't want to grind it out like that every day and just dig into those muscles. But it is good every now and then to pick something focused and really start making some big changes. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed the workout. Please share, get this message out. Leave me comments. Like I mentioned, if you would leave a review on my Facebook of the video services, that would be super awesome. We don't have anybody doing that just yet. Literally just came to my mind this morning, so I think that would be a great addition. And as always, if you would like to Venmo any donations for these classes, Venmo at Strong Style Fit is where you'll find me. Guys, thank you so much. I hope you have a great upcoming few days, and I will see you very soon for our next workout. Mwah!